Hello and welcome back to Health News Today, my YouTube channel. Today's video will be very informative and interesting because we will discuss why gas stoves are dangerous to you and the environment. Induction cooking has long been popular in Europe and Asia, and it uses less energy than traditional stoves. However, recent research has raised concerns about indoor air emissions from gas stoves. Academic researchers and government agencies, such as the California Air Resources Board, have reported that gas stoves can emit hazardous air pollutants, while in use and even when turned off. A housing and indoor air researcher, who has participated in studies that measured air pollution in homes and built models to predict how indoor sources would contribute to air pollution in different home types. Here are some thoughts on how gas stoves can contribute to indoor air pollution and whether you should consider switching to electric. Effects on respiration. Nitrogen dioxide, or NO2, is a byproduct of fuel combustion and is one of the most common air pollutants associated with the use of gas stoves. Home nitrogen dioxide exposure has been linked to more severe asthma and increased use of rescue inhalers in children. Asthmatic adults can be affected by this gas, and it contributes to the development and exacerbation of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Nitrogen dioxide in homes is produced by both outdoor air infiltration and indoor sources. The most significant outdoor source is road traffic. Unsurprisingly, levels are higher near major highways. Gas stoves are frequently the most significant indoor source, with larger burners contributing more. According to the gas industry, gas stoves are a minor source of indoor air pollutants. This is true in some homes, particularly when exposures are averaged over months or years. However, in many homes, gas stoves contribute more to indoor nitrogen dioxide levels than pollution from outside sources, particularly during short-term peak exposures during cooking time. A study in Southern California, for example, found that nearly half of homes exceeded a health standard based on the highest R of nitrogen dioxide concentrations, almost entirely due to indoor emissions. How can a single gas stove increase your exposure more than an entire highway full of vehicles? Outdoor pollution spreads over a large area, whereas indoor pollution concentrates in a small space. The amount of indoor pollution you get from a gas stove is affected by the structure of your home, which means that some people have higher indoor environmental NO2 exposures than others. People who live in larger homes with working range hoods that vent to the outside and well-ventilated homes in general will be less exposed than those who live in smaller homes with inadequate ventilation. However, even larger homes can be impacted by gas stove use, particularly because the air in the kitchen does not immediately mix with cleaner air elsewhere in the home. When cooking, using a range hood or other ventilation strategies, such as opening kitchen windows, can significantly reduce concentrations. Methane and other dangerous air pollutants. Nitrogen dioxide isn't the only pollutant emitted by gas stoves. Some pollution with potential consequences for human health and the Earth's climate occurs, even when stoves are not turned on. According to a 2022 study, inactive gas stoves in the United States emit methane, a colorless, odorless gas that is the main component of natural gas, at a level that traps as much heat in the atmosphere as approximately 400,000 cars. Some of these leaks go unnoticed. Although gas distributors add an odorant to natural gas, to ensure that leaks are detected before an explosion occurs, the smell may not be strong enough for residents to detect minor leaks. Some people have a much more acute sense of smell than others. Those who have lost their sense of smell, whether due to COVID-19 or other causes, may be unable to detect even large leaks. According to one recent study, 5% of homes had leaks that owners had not detected and that were large enough to require repair. This same study discovered that leaking natural gas contained a variety of hazardous air pollutants, including benzene, a carcinogen. While measured benzene concentrations did not exceed health-related thresholds, the presence of these hazardous air pollutants could be problematic in homes with significant leaks and poor ventilation. Reasons to switch: health and the environment. So, if you have a gas stove in your home, what should you do and when should you be concerned? First, improve ventilation by using a range hood that vents to the outside and opening kitchen windows while cooking. This will help but it will not eliminate exposures, especially for family members who are present in the kitchen while cooking. Exposures may be concerning even with good ventilation if you live in a smaller home or one with a smaller closed kitchen, and if someone in your home has a respiratory disease such as asthma or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Switching from a gas stove to one that uses magnetic induction would eliminate this risk while also benefiting the environment. Given the importance of gas stove conversions in slowing climate change, there are numerous incentive programs in place to encourage them. For example, the recently signed Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, which includes many provisions addressing climate change, includes rebates for the purchase of high-efficiency electric appliances like stoves. To accelerate the transition away from fossil fuels, dozens of cities in the United States have adopted or are considering regulations that prohibit natural gas hookups in new construction homes after certain dates. At the same time, at least 20 states have passed laws or regulations prohibiting natural gas bans. Moving away from gas stoves is especially important if you are investing in home energy efficiency measures to take advantage of incentives, reduce energy costs, or reduce your carbon footprint. Some weatherization measures can reduce air leakage to the outdoors, which can increase indoor air pollution concentrations if residents do not improve kitchen ventilation as well. Even if you're not motivated to reduce your carbon footprint, or if you're simply looking for faster ways to cook pasta, the opportunity to have cleaner air inside your home may be a strong motivator to make the switch. I hope you have liked today's video. You can share with us your views about today's topic in the comment section, and if you are new to the channel, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any future videos we upload.